What's up everybody, Angelo here. It is a beautiful sunny day outside. Can't believe this weather. It is about time. We've been waiting forever here in Canada for it to warm up, and it finally has. The past week's been a little bit frustrating for me. I've been running into a few problems with my STI here. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been noticing that the car's been slightly overheating, not by much. Normally it runs between 185 to 187 degrees Fahrenheit. Lately it's been going up to about 210, 215, sometimes even 220, and that's just when it's idling. When it's just normal driving, cruising along, it has absolutely no issues. So what I ended up doing, I let Subaru know that the car was having heating problems. They didn't have the time to really take it in, so all of a sudden one night the car did end up completely overheating. It was hitting about 245 degrees. The sensor was coming on telling me the coolant temperature was way too high. I ended up bringing it to another mechanic the day after to take a look at it. What unfortunately ended up happening was he tells me that, yeah, you got a blown head gasket. Now for any car guys, any Subaru owners, we know that's a hell of a job to do. It's a big operation and it's very, very expensive to fix. All right. Well, she's definitely broken. Time to fix her up. So here's the problem. My car is modified. It has an exhaust, which obviously doesn't void warranty with Subaru, but it does have a Cobb intake, a box, and a stage 1 tune from Cobb. I have the Acessport inside the car, and it is tuned to stage 1 at 93 octane. So at this point, I'm a little frustrated knowing that I have this issue with the car and I do want to get it fixed. So I bring it into Subaru, they take a look at it, a rep from Subaru Canada comes down, takes a look at the car and basically denies my warranty because of the modifications, not really because of the intake or the exhaust, but mainly due to the fact that the car is tuned and the engine has been modified. So I've been calling all over the place, talking to a whole bunch of people to try and figure this problem out, because I have, the car is still covered under Subaru warranty. I have a secondary warranty through Lubrico, which I was initially told that I could do modifications and it was fine as long as the modifications were done properly by a licensed mechanic, obviously. So on to that note, I figured, you know what, even if Subaru doesn't cover my warranty, my secondary warranty should cover me. Called them up, got the same answer. I'm trying to remember when I purchased the car about a year and a half ago, who told me exactly that I could do the modifications, because the secondary warranty couldn't find any phone records. They tell me that whenever you speak to somebody that the phone records automatically get saved in their system and they can go back to them for future reference if need be. I clearly remember that somebody called me, I believe it was from the secondary warranty people and not the dealer, that when I spoke to them and asked them about doing modifications, they told me that exact answer, that I could do them as long as they were done properly and by a licensed tech. And that's exactly what I did, but when I called them I got a completely different answer. At this point now I also have denied warranty from my secondary warranty company. So at this point you can imagine I'm a little bit fed up. I'm trying to figure out exactly who to put the blame on. Not that I'm not blaming myself. It is possible that I maybe did cause the issue on the actual vehicle itself. But here's the thing. I don't push the STI to its absolute limit, and everybody that I've been speaking to who knows these cars very, very well tells me that at 90,000 kilometers, even with a stage 1 tune from Cobb, it's pretty much impossible to blow a head gasket. So what I'm thinking is that the previous owner of the vehicle, because I did buy this used at about 50,000 kilometers, the previous owner either had the vehicle modified or pushed it way beyond its physical limits. So that's where I'm trying to do my investigative part and find out exactly what was done to this vehicle. I don't know if the previous owner had any modifications done on this car and then just pulled them off when they went to sell the car or trade it in. And obviously the used dealership that I went to is possibly lying to me and never told me that anything was modified on this vehicle to begin with. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm basically arguing with Subaru of Canada to forward me the information that they pulled on the ECU on the actual car itself, so that way I can see what the peak boost numbers, how the car was driven previous to when I owned it, so that way I have somebody to physically go and blame. Because realistically, to spend $40,000 on a car and to have it break within 40,000 kilometers is absolutely ridiculous to me. So what I'm going to be doing at this point is bringing the car to a pro tuner. They're going to fix the head gaskets and actually upgrade them for me to a multi-layer steel gasket. That's what my buddy at Rival Autosport actually suggested to me to do. So they're going to do the repairs, and obviously hopefully that fixes all our issues. The other thing I decided to do while I was at it, I might as well modify the car a little bit. Next step is we're actually going to put in a downpipe. I'm pretty much decided on the NVIDIA catless downpipe. I think that'll work out the best. All the review videos that I've seen on YouTube, it sounds incredible. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, plus a little bit more power. And at that point, obviously now I'm going to get the car pro tuned so we don't have any further issue. So if you're interested in seeing how this turns out, obviously hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you know when I post the next video regarding, obviously, my paperweight over here right now. I am going to still be fighting with Subaru of Canada to try and get something taken care of, at least if they can cover a portion of the cost, because it's kind of ridiculous. I personally think that it's a defect in the motor. Obviously, with Canadian standards, the way vehicles are built for Canada, they're not built as well as they're built in Japan. And obviously because of that, the motors realistically, at least as far as I'm being told, can't handle being pushed further than what the stock parameters with Subaru are. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video so that way you can find out what ends up happening and how all the modifications turn out. Alright guys, take care.